This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome to another edition of Lee Pitts Live. We are so happy to be here at the historic Dunbar Community School, nestled in the heart of Dunbar in the Fort Myers community. We have a fabulous show in store for you. We're going to get a chance to talk to Joe Nugent. He's the Sales and Marketing Director for the Holiday Inn at Fort Myers Airport. You guys have heard me and seen me there, and it's just a great place. We'll talk about the program that they have coming up where you can give a teddy bear to some children. It calls Bear Hugs, right? And also in the show, we got a chance to go out to a recent gala with the NAACP. I got a chance to interview some spectacular guests out there at the reception. We'll get a chance to actually leave here and go right into that event as well. All that's happening on Lee Pitts Live. We'll be right back. Southwest Florida, there's nothing more important to our society than our children. And during the holiday season, we have the opportunity to make their holiday season even more pleasurable. But then there are children who are in the hospital who may be forgotten, but they are not forgotten here in Southwest Florida because of the Holiday Inn. Airport Fort Myers has a wonderful program to provide them with a little bit of sunshine during the holiday season over at the Children's Hospital, a Lee Health property. So we're so thrilled to have Joe Nugent here to talk about the Bear Hug event. Joe, welcome back to the show, man.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
It's always good to get you here. I know when I saw you at the Bear Hug event last year, you were all smiles, even though you're a sales and marketing guy. When you get a chance to be a part of something special like that, what happens to you internally?
Well, I think it's our duty as a small business. You have to give back to the community. How do you thank those people that have supported you all year? We are now, this year is going to be our 10th year for the Bear Hug event. It's going to be our best year yet, I have a feeling. And it's really something special because just like you mentioned, these kids are in the hospital over the holidays and it's sad, it's dreary, and you go in there and you drop a bear off to them and to see the smile on their face, it's priceless.
The concept is so simple and pure.
Yeah.
Donate a bear, a teddy bear, and you guys will take it from there, right?
Yeah.
Walk us through the process.
So we have a partnership with the Build-A-Bear Workshop over at Coconut Point Mall. You get 10% off if you go and build your bear there. So you build the bear at the Build-A-Bear Workshop, bring it over to the Holiday Inn. You're going to turn it in. We're going to give you an invitation to the event on the 18th of December at 5:30 is when we do our big Bear Hug event, and then you come back and enjoy. And so we'll collect between 100, 150 bears probably over the course between now and the 18th of December, and it's really fun. And then the next day we load them all into our van and we go down to like 4 or 5 team members, take them down to Golisano Children's Hospital, and we deliver them to the kids.
Right, and throughout this interview, people are seeing footage and photos and all of that, and they can see how great it is. And I personally got a chance to be there last year and physically see it myself. And one of the things I noticed too is it could be a family event where you go and build that bear. I saw children who built bears, their parents built the bear and they brought it there. And then the children get to know that they're helping some people who were, for all practical purposes, would be less fortunate or ill in the hospital, and that gives them some sense of the holiday spirit.
You hit the nail on the head with that one. Now my son has had multiple stays in hospitals, so I know what it's like to have a child that's sick and not doing well. And when I take my kids to the Build, matter of fact, we're going this weekend to go do it. The joy that it brings them, because they know like, hey, we get to go help somebody else. Like, it's great, Dad. Now the real joy though came probably when they got to go and I surprised them and they built a bear and they got to keep it.
Okay.
So they're not used to keeping them; they're used to donating them off. But it's a great thing, I think, for us as parents. Like, what kind of legacy do you leave your kids? How do you teach them to give in to others that may not be able to help themselves and bring some joy to them?
Now, we have a website and a phone number for the hotel that's appearing on the screen, but when can they start to bring those bears over?
Immediately. We already have bears coming in.
Okay.
So they have up until December the 18th to bring the bears in, and like I said, we want 100 to 150 is what we're probably going to end up with.
Once you get those bears, then what happens? Tell us about the transition from the hotel to the hospital.
So, like I said, on the 18th, we have the big event, and we have a couple really fun things like most original, most huggable, most original bio. We have some fun prizes and stuff that we give away.
I was a judge.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, and it was a really cool event, and that's the whole idea, is to bring the families together and bring the community together and celebrate this really fun, kind of nonprofit type event, and then be able the next day to take some of our team members and to have them go and deliver these bears directly to the children that are in the hospital.
Hey, can I be a judge this year?
You're in.
Okay. Now, Brian over there, he's one of the managing partners at the hotel.
That's correct.
He's very passionate about this, but I'm assuming everybody in the management and the administrative team over there, everybody's staff, everybody's excited about it.
Well, again, we talked about this the last time. It's like every place has a culture. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. Brian and Jim Field especially have developed this culture, and it's permeated throughout the entire team, not just with the managers, but also to our hourly staff and our hourly team members. So everybody comes to this, everybody gets involved. Our team is the first one, our team members are the first people to get the bears and bring them in. So this is absolutely a hotel-wide event.
Now, if a company wants to just buy a bunch of bears, or individuals want to buy a bear, they can go to Build-A-Bear, but they say, hey, I can go out and buy a brand new bear and bring it to you guys. Are you guys receptive to that?
We are. The only caveat is it has to be new. It can't be gently used or gently worn or anything like that, which we've had a couple of those in the past that haven't quite made it on the trip. So it has to be a new bear. We always like the Build-A-Bear workshop just because they do such a great job with partnering with us. But yeah, any new bear will work, and we want them all.
People are also hearing us on radio. Let's give that phone number and that website.
Sure. So phone number for the hotel is 239-561-1550, and the website is www.hiftmyersairport.com.
Now, for a hotel, Holiday Inn chain or franchise to do something like this, to me, is just fascinating, because we think about corporations like that not thinking about those types of things. Tell us about the genesis of the idea.
Well, it was funny because yesterday we had a meeting and Brian went through the whole thing, and maybe I should be telling this, but I'm going to say it anyways because it's you, Lee. 10 years ago, he saw this concept out at a resort out in California. He goes, well, we're all the way in Florida. It's fine. We're just going to steal it. So he thought it was a really cool thing. And what's great about it, too, at the hotel is you have these bears all over the lobby. It completely transforms the lobby. And so all these people checking in and out, they ask about the bears. And a lot of times what happens is people will go back to their home at Minnesota or wherever they're from, and they'll send you a bear, and you'll be like, "Holy cow, this is amazing!" Like, hey, we saw what you guys were doing, wanted to help, couldn't help while we were there, so here's what we're doing.
I know that people have seen it in the video that they're seeing on the screen, but that big, it was like when I came in, I saw this big giant bear, man. That was so cool. Yeah. And that lobby is decorated like that throughout December, or it started like in November, or what happened?
We start usually right after Thanksgiving. We'll decorate it for the holidays and everything. You touched on something too about how this whole thing kind of started. And again, I have to give credit to our owners, because you're right, large companies don't think about this kind of stuff.
Right.
But that's the kind of person that Brian is. You know Brian really well. A lot of people in the community know Brian Holly from his years running the resort on Sanibel. But I mean, that's who he is in his essence. And so he's been able to take that and really kind of permeate that again throughout the entire team.
I want to be like Brian when I grow up.
Me too.
Trust me. Just the rest. But see, the interesting thing too is over that at the hotel, the staff stays there forever. You've been there at least 100 years, and then so on and so forth. And that says something about management.
Well, it's unheard of to have a housekeeping team where the majority of them have been there 6, 7, 8 years, 9 years. Food and beverage people that have been there, 7, 8 years. Front desk people for 2, 3, 4 years. I mean, myself as a director of sales and marketing, I've been there 5 years. Our senior sales manager, Ani, her and Brian started at the same time. She's been there 10 years. It's unheard of. But again, it goes back to the culture. It's who we are as a team, as a people. It's our owners. And again, they have really set the tone to allow people to stay there for a long time.
You got a great chef.
Oh, Chef Murray, are you kidding me? He's the best. I mean, every Jazzy Friday, you got to come to the hotel and hang out with Chef Murray. Murray's the best, and we're so lucky to have a 4-star resort chef.
I got a chance to partake this morning in the buffet breakfast. And that thing was just outstanding, man. It's always a great treat to also to get those omelets made there too when I do the breakfast thing.
Yeah, most people don't expect a 4-star resort chef at a Holiday Inn, but I assure you, this is not your grandmother's Holiday Inn.
Final question as it relates to the Bears.
Yeah.
What are the Bears nominators?
So we have the most original,
right? We already talked about
most huggable, and then the most inspiring bio. So those three are what they do. And then again, we have a panel of judges that will go around and judge the event. We got a ton of food. We have drink specials. We have all sorts of stuff. It's a really fun, family-friendly event. We're doing s'mores and a hot chocolate bar out on the patio by the fire pit this year. So we're going to have 150 people there. It's kind of funny. I think we're going to have one bear to every one human. That's kind of like the thing. So it's going to be a packed house.
I saw a lot of administrative people there from the, some key people from the Children's Hospital, Lee Health Children's Hospital, and they seem to be really appreciative of what the hotel is doing.
Yeah, and let's be honest, none of this would even be possible if we didn't have amazing partners with Golisano Children's Hospital. That is an amazing hospital. God forbid you have to take your child to it, but that's where you want to go. They are so incredible to work with, and they're so easy to work with. And the nurses come down, they meet you, and then they walk you around. I mean, they get as much fun of it out of as we do, really.
And there's never too many bears.
Never such a thing. Because what we do is even like we may only go around and see like 25 patients there, but then we leave them in bags and then the nurses give them out throughout the year.
Man, it's been a pleasure. Well, Joe, we look forward to having another successful bear hug, and we encourage everybody to get out there and get those bears going over to the Holiday Inn.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your support.
Let me bump you out. As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they are usually interrupted by those like Joe and all the fine people at the Holiday Inn, Fort Myers Airport, and D'Alessandro's Children's Hospital. All of them people who are involved in making, and bears, what's the place with Build-A-Bear?
Build-A-Bear Workshop.
Build-A-Bear, all the people that are involved with making these children have a wonderful holiday season. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts, the host of Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the Holiday Inn Airport in Fort Myers, and I want you to continue to watch Lee Pitts Live on television, on YouTube, and of course, listen to us on radio. But to get all of your shows to come right to you, just click on that subscribe button right there, and Lee Pitts Live will come right to you, your time, your way. That's Lee Pitts Live.